Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, I was a sea-foam green Eastern Mongolian unicorn, frolicking through the meadows of dandelions. The wind gently blew on my wispy mane. The rays of sunlight radiated on my back. The soft dandelions rubbed against my hooves. The sweet smell of blossoming flowers wafted through the air. Up to that point, my life has been relatively boring. However, on that day, my perception of life changed forever. As I grazed on the remarkably soft grass, I saw the most majestic unicorn ever. She was a citrus yellow Egyptian unicorn. Her horn was smooth, her glossy mane flowed through the wind. Her body was a perfect hourglass figure. As she approached me, I asked, "You are more beautiful than a patch of Norwegian grass. What's your name, girl?" She quickly replied, "Peasants call me Miss Stafford." Peasants call me Miss Stafford, but you can call me Susie. Susie smelled like Girlfriend, a fragrance by Justin Bieber. Every time the wind blew, I was able to smell that glorious smell. Both of us had the desire to accurately predict the weather. Therefore, we decided to undertake that adventure together. We galloped to the Amazon rainforest in order to find the kingdom Honey Bunches of Oats, which was ruled by three kings: King Lionel Messi, King Cristiano Ronaldo, and King Cameron Huntington.
Do you know who those people are?
Yeah.
Okay, just
They're Ethiopian.
Messi. Oh no.
They possess a book called The Secrets of the World. The book contains many stories that show the readers many important things in life. One of the many stories is called Will It Rain, a novella by Captain Unicornologist Chasey Cakes. The book states that the first step is to spin a dreidel. It must land on a picture of a Duckosaurus rex, which is a critter with the head of a duck and a body of a Tyrannosaurus rex. If there's no picture of a Duckosaurus rex, have no worries. Spinning a dreidel at a high velocity will cause a picture of a duck and a T-Rex to appear and merge. The second step is to look on a sundial on a sunny day in Pompeii. A snail must be resting in the shade of the sundial's triangle. One must wait for the snail to arrive for an extensive period of time due to the fact that snails are not indigenous to Pompeii. The third step is to bake a bushel of unicornistic cupcakes. Unicornistic cupcakes differ from regular cupcakes because unicorn eggs grow within them during the baking process. If no unicorn eggs are conjured during the baking process, do not fret. Simply bake another bushel. The last step is the most riveting phase of the whole process. One must raise and train a unicorn from the third step as one's own child. One must name the unicorn a noble name such as Bruce, Stanley, or Andrew, etc. One must feed the unicorn liquid love. However, liquid love may be fed in solid form with the consent of Captain Unicornologist Chasey Cakes. Liquid love is composed of a quart of pure camel milk, a dash of eucalyptus leaf, a mammoth tusk, and a lock of the hair from the scalp of Harry Styles, member of One Direction. However, one must not use too much hair because an abundance of hair may result in spectacular singing abilities. The goal is to predict the weather, not to add another member to One Direction.
That's my favorite.
From the time that the day that the unicorn hatches to the day that it's fully grown takes about 6 to 8 business days. Once fully grown, preheat an oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 28 minutes. Then lightly toast the unicorn in the oven for 8 minutes. Once one has a toasty unicorn, take the noble creature and gently chunk the divine critter into the air. If the unicorn turns into an eggplant and flies away, it will rain. onto the ground and appears to be dead from being lightly toasted in the oven, it shall not rain. From that day forward, Susie and I ruled the meteorologist world with the knowledge and power to accurately predict the weather. One Direction, Drake, and Dr. Sam Prince had once said similar things. One Direction sang, "I wanna live while we're young." Drake rapped, "You only live once," that's the motto, YOLO. And lastly, but certainly not least, Dr. Prince shouted, #YOLO. If everyone lived by these wise and insightful quotes, the world would be a much more pleasant place. Everyone would be more lighthearted and whimsical. Everyone must be goofy and giddy, even when confronted with a problem or challenge. And lastly, everyone must be like a citrus yellow pomegranate floating on the Arctic Ocean during the movement of tectonic plates.